Well, I
Maybe
know that
transpired last night. Hmm.
last night, I know that there was a strategic mission that was accomplished, and it was successful from the U.S. and where we went to get the president of Venezuela to get him, I guess, quote unquote, extradite him back to the U.S. so he can face some charges that was brought against him, and it's dealing with drugs and things of that nature. All right, so they were able to actually go with this, and I was listening to a little bit of the press conference. I listened to some phone conference that
Hmm.
President Trump did or whatever, and he talks about how they've already had this plan. It just today, well, last night was the better time to actually do this because they had it planned for like 3 or 4 days and let's do it, but the weather had to be right. It had to be dark. They cut the power to the area or whatever. Different
Hmm.
parts of Caracas. Caracas is the capital of Venezuela. So that portion there, they shut out the power, and then they kind of went into an area, and they said he was almost about to get to a still area where he would be kind of safe, but they caught him right before he would get into this still area because it would be hard for our military
To get,
to get into this steel plated area or whatever, because he had his people to fight for him and things of that nature, and guaranteed there was some casualties. No casualties on the American side, but I'm pretty sure there was some casualties on the Venezuelan side. But yeah, they grabbed him, swooped him up, him and his wife, not just him
yes.
alone. Him and his wife, they gathered both of them and said, "Hey,
But,
you're coming back to the U.S. and you're gonna face these charges." And what they do, they
well,
put them on the USS Iwo Jima,
yes.
and then it looks like if you go back and look at some of the video, I don't know how the whole part of I don't know what Iwo Jima is stationed out of, but he ended up being on a plane and got off in New York. So
Okay.
currently, right now, he's in New York and he's captive or whatever. And I guess he's gonna go on trial or whatever the case may be. So
Well, thanks.
that's where
Thanks.
we at with that.
Thanks for that
Mhm,
breakdown. Thanks for that breakdown,
mhm,
sir. A
mhm.
couple of questions. Family. So are and we just want your thoughts. We just having an honest, good conversation. That's it. That's what we like to think. But do you think we're gonna start getting into the business of taking countries' presidents uh, because we're unhappy? They did not do mass genocide or anything for their people. Um, are we gonna start doing that because we're unhappy uh, that they may be harboring? Um, or maybe involved with cartel people? Are we going to start getting in the business of doing those things? What about we don't like President Putin? We don't like Iran's leader, um, and other countries' leaders that we have, conflict, legitimate conflict with. Are we
Yeah.
going to start doing those type things? What could it lead to? What president does this set for and for the US? And
Well,
how do you think, and I mean, I'm asking a bunch of questions, and how do you think other
mm,
countries will look at
I don't think
us?
they, I don't think they're gonna look at it because remember we're grabbing him due to drugs and things of that nature. So even if if he has a tie with the cartel and he's shipping drugs, federally, because he's the president of or prime minister, whatever they call them, over of Venezuela, then yeah, you
Right.
got to intervene with that. You're utilizing the taxpayers for that area or whatever. You're utilizing their money to fondle or swindle people with drugs. into wherever. Even if it don't come to America and it goes to other places, it's still that's what they're doing. That's what
That's how.
he was. But I know he ain't
Mm.
convicted of it. I get it, he ain't convicted, but we gotta put him to trial, and I guess they got enough evidence to even go for this. Because if not, they would let it keep happening.
Is it going to be a
'Cause
trial of his
evidently,
peers? A trial of his peers? How are
what
we
what
going to
does
get
his
a trial?
peers mean? Explain
He's
yourself.
his peers. If we do a trial in the States, a trial of your peers in the area,
No, that
yeah,
doesn't
of
mean that.
locally.
See, that's where I knew you
Okay.
was going with
Look,
that. I
wait.
knew you was going with that. I
Wait,
knew you was going with that. That's
wait.
why I said
Yes,
that. That
of the
so
people,
you
your
stop right
peers.
there.
Okay,
No,
no.
peers meaning
He need,
people that are not in the judicial or lawyer anything. They're
can he
just
get?
people that no. You asked me a question, and the
Go ahead,
question
answer.
is
Go ahead, announcer.
because so the thing is, you're
Go ahead,
thinking
announcer.
it need to be a Venezuelan native. What does that matter? Right is right, wrong is wrong, right? Or it needs to be somebody over there that can determine if right is right and wrong is wrong. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Kane, are you done?
Yes. That's why I
Okay.
paused for you.
So how can he get a fair trial over here?
Yeah, I want to know.
How can he get a fair trial over here?
Because right is right and wrong is wrong. What do you mean? So you saying
Okay,
he
so
needs
it's
to have
right.
So what are you saying? Are you saying that his lawyer needs to find somebody from Venezuela that can
Who is he
talk
going to
on
be?
his behalf?
He needs somebody to talk on his behalf. Yes,
From
100%. Yes.
Venezuela, though.
Whoever he wants as his counsel. He's the president of another country. He
no. Don't say whatever. Don't say whatever. Please, bro. Don't say whatever because you just said the peer, he needs somebody.
That's the jury, the
him.
judge. But if we're going to say representation, he needs somebody. It's not no public defender. No way. He needs the best of the best. And it's probably going to be people that's going to say, I will defend you. I will defend you. Because as of yet, now, if the allegations are true for the drug running and the things, if he's in this,
stop right there, though. You're talking about the ending. I'm just talking about the beginning.
We're talking about all of this. We're talking about all of this. Wait. First of all,
what are you saying,
we're
bro?
talking about all of this. First of all, we're talking about all of this. We have him over here. Okay, whether it was legally to get him or not, the decision was made. It's done. Okay. I don't even want to start because we're saying drugs, right? Drugs. All of us that was over in Afghanistan, okay, fighting the war and everything else. What 90% of the opium comes from there. We wasn't taking any.
We're not talking about that though.
But that's the same premise, though, Kane. That's the same premise. If one of the biggest things is that you said earlier that we got him on one of the things is running drugs, and you say it might not be the United States. United States is one of the biggest consumers of drugs, and we have a lot of the guns too of the world. So yes, is it a true statement that the drugs might have been coming through Venezuela to come over here? Yes, but everything needs to be by the book and fair for him to get a fair trial. So he has to have good.
Back to what we was talking about. So you talked a lot of nothing.
No,
so
you say it's nothing, but it is. I think it's valid.
Because you just said he needs to have somebody from Venezuela. Is that what you're telling me?
He needs to have
somebody from Venezuela.
Listen, I'm saying he needs to have whoever he wants as his
defendant.
Of course
he's gonna have that, bro. What is you talking about?
No, that's what we started at right now. That's what we started
acting like
right
they're
now.
Gonna make him have somebody. You can pick any.
Do we know? Do we know? Okay. Do we know? No, don't say that. Don't say that because you don't know. You don't know.
So you're telling me the justice system will try him differently than anybody else, and they always do the same thing for everybody in the U.S. when it comes to the justice system. Department of Justice.
Okay.
DOJ. You're saying the
Kane,
DOJ would do something different with him.
Kane, is he?
Are you saying that?
Is he
Tell me
classified?
where that
Is he
happened.
classified?
Tell me where that
10-3.
happened at.
Stand by,
Tell me where
brother.
that happened at.
Stand by, because are we
Tell me where that
saying
happened.
that? Are we saying that he's classified as a terrorist? Because they don't have the same rights. If he's classified as a terrorist, he don't have the same rights.
They still go through trial. Sorry.
Yeah, we go through
Yes,
trial.
They do.
Yes, and
yes, they do. They still go through trial.
Kane.
They still go through trial,
Kane,
and they still get to have
be,
their lawyer.
Since we did this act, since we did this act, sir, and people, this is good discourse.
No, don't
talk
about, don't stop.
No,
don't
no,
stop.
I know, because I'm gonna get back in it. No, I'm talking to
I need you, bro. Don't stop right there.
But look, Kane. No.
We
I want it to be fair by the book.
Why do you think it's not going to be fair? Explain that,
Kane. I just want it to be fair. That's all.
Just
because you can say
it's not going to be fair.
You
give me an example of when
we have the best.
Not fair. The DOJ they was not fair and didn't let him pick who he wants. Just give me an example. Just give me an example.
We gotta know. No, I don't have an example, Kane. We don't know if he's classified as a terrorist. Kane, I can still state what I think about this situation. Everybody can. If he's classified as a terrorist, do he have the same rights, brother? That's all I'm asking. If he does, and if he don't, I still, since we did this act, then I want him to have the rights, the same rights as everybody else. Do I think he did a lot of things that was wrong? 100% yes. But this is something that's big right now. It's significant right now. What is this going to mean for the rest of the world? Because the world is always watching us and we making some big moves. That's fine. That's fine. It's still our commander-in-chief. And for the people that say, hey, he's not my president, you're in the United States. Yes, he is, regardless of how you feel. And that's just the truth.
Okay, so
back
to what we was talking
about.
Back
to this. Yes, back to this.
So back to what we was talking about. So you're saying that our DOJ has not been fair. Has not been fair to terrorists.
I'm not saying that. Am I saying that? We're talking specifically of him. We're talking specifically of him. So I'm not going to let you twist the words.
So if you're talking specifically of him, do you think? So you're thinking that it would be different for him? Why would he get a pass on having the same amount of rights as any other terrorist?
Kane, he's been brought over. We don't know what is about to transpire. That's all. We don't know. We're in a state of not knowing.
This conspiracy theory. You're part of
the conspiracy. But it is a lot of questions that needs to be asked. Well, people, hey, family, it's questions that needs to be asked. That's
like
all.
What? Ask the question. Then you
say
that you want. Be asked.
We don't know what he's. We don't. You just say all the thing you're stating. Hey, he's going to be handled right. He's going to be handled right. That's all we know. The DOJ wouldn't.
Do we have a history of it's been wrong though? How can you say that he's
American history? The justice system?
Tell me.
I'm not going. I'm not. It's too much data. Tell me of people that's been done wrong before.
No,
I'm not saying
everything. We got to go back. Only thing we're talking about is he has the opportunity to have a jury of his peers, because that's what you said. And you said that his peers is Venezuelan people, right? That's what you said.
We're not going to have full Venezuelan.
I know you won't.
We know that.
I know you won't. So
I know.
See, but this is where I'm going at. This is the reason why I asked the question. This is the reason why I asked the question. But you're saying that he will not have a jury of his peers because he's in America. He's not going to have Venezuelan, and he's not going to be able to pick his lawyer at all. That's what you're saying.
I said,
and it's
hopefully.
Because, see, why wouldn't he?
Hopefully. You don't know. You just assuming, brother.
Every person that went to trial get to pick their own. If they got the money, they don't got the money. Give me an example. Give me an example of where they couldn't pick somebody.
Do we know all of the trials of if he's classified as a terrorist that we don't know. It was trials that was had that we don't know about. Stop it. Stop it. Come on, brother. We just have to
Okay,
see. That's
conspiracy.
it. This should be,
That's
well, I know it could be a conspiracy, and I don't like going in that realm
that's what you're
of that
doing.
light, but
Because
hopefully
you
this
ain't
is
got
going to be
nothing.
a
You
public.
have no receipts, no
You
nothing.
don't either. You don't either, brother. The only
But
thing we all know,
no,
okay, we
you
got him.
it's up to you. The burden of proof is on you to say that this is happening.
The burden
I'm
of
saying it's
proof.
not happening because I'm going by the law. I'm going
Okay,
by
Kane.
what the law says, and this was supposed to happen. So I'm agreeing with that's what's going to happen. But you're saying is it may not happen. You're saying it may
Okay.
not happen.
What
Okay,
if
if
what
it may
okay,
not happen,
Kane.
where's your proof that it may not happen?
Kane. Okay, what if they do classify him as okay, he is a terrorist against the United States. He is responsible for so much fentanyl getting in here. He don't deserve a lawyer. Hopefully, this is going to be such a public trial so the world can see because the world is watching. But what if they do that? What if they do that? Then
See,
everything you
that's
stated that we
conspiracy.
know that is
That's
true.
conspiracy.
I know, Kane. But
So hold on,
hey,
I'm
and
gonna pause
people,
right there. Samir on TikTok. He said, "Who are y'all talking about, bro?"
oh, hey, wait, what's
Samir's like, "Who y'all talking about?" I'm like, "Hey, bro, we're talking
go on and
about
tell him? Yeah.
the president of Venezuela that just got captured. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about him and what Mitch is saying. He's saying that he
Say it
wouldn't
right.
he's not going to get a fair trial, and he's not going to be able to have a jury of his peers, and he's not going to be able to pick the lawyer that he may need to defend him. That's what Mitch's saying, because it can happen because he's a terrorist. He don't get those rights. And then I'm saying, give me an example. Give me an example where that didn't happen, because I feel like that every time that there's no matter what your category is, we always do the right thing here and have a trial, and
In the
you will
United
have
States, we do.
that's we have the trial, we have the attorneys and all that type stuff. We have all that stuff, and then it happens whether your attorney was good or bad. That's irrelevant. We're just saying that you get to pick your attorney.
No, it is relevant. It's
No,
relevant.
you get
That's
to pick
only
it.
if
You get to
afford.
pick it.
Hey, yes, if you can afford, you can't tell me that all
We're not talking
attorneys.
about what the money can afford. See, now you're going to a
Yes,
different thing. You're going to a different
yes.
thing, bro.
Okay, but okay, they're gonna say, okay, you can pick this attorney or you can pick that attorney or whatever. I just want it fair by the books. That's it. That's all I'm saying. You saying what I stated can't happen. But if they classify him, no, you don't get these type of rights. Then okay, we don't know if that will happen. He's not going to get a trial. Lika, he's not going to get a trial. He's going to commit. Oh, please no. No, Kane, we do not always do the right thing here in America. But hopefully, and I'm gonna just, I see what you're saying on that, but we don't need that to happen. We don't need any controversy while he's in our custody unless he's guilty. That's it. We don't need anything like that. He will have international, but this is not an international court. He will have international lawyers traveling outside.
Of course,
with strangers.
Tony. Yes,
Yeah,
I agree
yeah.
with that. Traveling
Appreciate that,
outside,
TB.
dude. I know that he would have that. You can have whoever you want to represent you, or you can represent yourself. Give me an example where that no one had that opportunity. Like, nope, you can't. You're gonna have to deal with what we give you.
Well, this is a new president. President is what presidents. But Saddam represented himself. That's totally different. But this is something new. This is not the international court. This is not. This is not. This is not. What am I looking for? The U.S. They when all the worlds get together with all the world powers. What do we call that? UN. Okay, this is not. This is not that. He's on U.S. soil. We did this. We didn't have anybody else help. Okay, we took it upon ourselves. So we will see, man. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna see what transpires. It's gonna be very interesting to see. And will we do this to any anybody else that we disagree with. Okay, now it did state, I think, on some news outlets that we might have to establish a government there just for a small bit of time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
And
true.
and Kane, President did say too in his conference that they will have to pay um, for to the effect of some damage. He didn't say the amount of money. What for all the fentanyl that got in here? Are we saying they are the only ones that's bringing it in? We know we have a
Well,
problem.
well,
So are we saying, and
well,
our, what's going to constitute that amount? Because we know it's a
well,
lot of. Okay, keep going
you
because you
ready?
want to jump in. Go
You
ahead,
ready?
sir.
You ready?
Yes, yes, go.
Because you want to know how you're gonna, pay for this. That's what you're saying, right? If we're gonna take over,
No, no.
then how are we gonna pay for it? How,
Okay, go,
are
go.
we? Are you
I know
saying
what
we're
you're
gonna spend a lot of money on Venezuela just to take care of that country? Is that what you're
saying.
saying?
No way, because they have a lot of resources there in the price of
Yes.
liquid gold, that oil.
Yeah. Yes. So we're not
Yes,
paying any money because that money is reimbursed by drilling in that area. Yes.
yeah, but we're gonna take some money from them. That's what I was getting from him.
Yeah.
That they're
Yeah.
gonna have to pay some, if you would like to say reparations. He didn't say that, but they're gonna have to, and he didn't say a figure amount. What is that gonna
Yeah.
be?
Yeah.
That
Uh,
this is the part that I'm not necessarily in agreement with, because how much money are we gonna take from them? How can we say the amount of drugs maybe that came over? What we got going
well,
on over there?
I got one right here.
That's I appreciate Lika.
Oh,
That I don't think
okay.
that's the
Okay.
only.
Okay. Okay.
What you gonna say?
Yes, yes. The oil is the payment for what we're doing to help out the country with the dictator that's utilizing cartels to funnel drugs for their country, and that's why their country is in shambles. Right? That's why the country is in
Yeah,
shambles,
yeah, yeah.
and we're going to
He's not good.
utilize that money. We're going to have Pete Hegseth and Rubio or whatever. They're gonna be get along with other people in Venezuela to get them back on track. And once they get them back on track, I don't know how long. They didn't say how long, but get them back on track. But we're not spending a lot of money because we're gonna be over there
Yeah.
because of the money. So they're gonna pay us with the money of. So you can't say, well, we spend all our money over in Venezuela. No,
No,
that's not the concern. That's not the concern. But we're gonna
not
make
at
sure
all.
they're on track so they can rebuild their country.
Okay.
Because right now, dude, have you ever met anybody from Venezuela? I actually was stationed with a guy that was from
Yeah.
Venezuela, and he left Venezuela to join the military, our military,
Yeah, I've been over there
right? And he
before.
was
Yeah.
talking, about. So you've been over there, but have you ever talked to somebody from there? Like actually talk to a native or whatever.
Not
It's
about their
bad.
politics. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
bad.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's bad over there, bro. It's dangerous. They don't take no tourism. You go over there, who going over there?
Oh, I think yeah, and shout out to
Nobody's
one
going
of my
over there.
partners. Yeah,
Nobody's
yeah,
going over
yeah, yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But like I say, it's crazy over there, and that's why I feel like we had to intervene. I feel like we had to intervene.
Oh, okay.
And I know people say, especially on the social media, about the boats getting targeted and all that stuff. I take it as disrespect.
What do you
Disrespect to
mean?
the
Explain
military.
yourself.
Yeah, I take it as disrespect to the military and our intelligence department that we are striking on things that because what people are putting out there that we are striking on people or fishermen's or anything
No,
like that
that's not true.
when we as a military and intelligence we make sure verify and re-verify and confirm before we make any strikes and guarantee that on the other side we got to have people on the other side that can confirm all these actions that are happening. You don't think that we don't have anybody on the grounds of Venezuela that's giving us intel. Why would you not think that? Why would you
Well,
think that that President Trump is just giving the green light on random things and killing fishermen? Why would you think that? But
Kane,
that's
Kane,
what's going around right now, and I think
that
that's a spit in the face of our military. We retired. You're
yeah.
saying that we can't even do our job.
I got you on that. Now, I'm gonna say, and I can concur. People, I would tell you, I concur with Kane on this right here. Okay, because I was Navy and USS DeWard FFG 45. When we did drug ops and we would chase those go fast, we know we get intel that they're full of drugs. We chased this go fast boat for almost a day, catching up to it, put the helo up, the helicopter up. And back then, they couldn't drop a net, because it could flip the boat and everything. And they was trying to get the international waters. They trying to get to Venezuela, this is back in between 94, 94, 95, something like that. But they made it. We couldn't do anything. The helo could not. You have to have permission to enter Venezuela airspace. But this is drugs that's gonna be coming over to the United States. This was back then. All the boat had to do, you could just see, because they showed videos, the guys just filling up gasoline, and that boat was gone, and we didn't catch that boat. So I know about the drug ops personally in that aspect. So when Trump made that decision to terminate those boats, okay, so be it. That's a tough decision right there. But in that aspect, I support. And the aspect of us setting up a government, prayer's going to be to Mark Rubio if they have to step over there, because that means now other world leaders are watching this. The world is truly watching this, because that means we're going to eventually put somebody that we approve of over there in their country. Are the locals going to go down with that? And then we could have another situation like we done tried to establish people that's favorable to the U.S. and U.S. policies in other countries. We done did that in the Middle East time and time again, and it did not work. So this is a big deal, Kane.
I get you. This is a big deal. I get all of that. But if they are already in shambles, what are we doing? Making it worse? Are you saying the U.S. is making it worse? People were leaving Venezuela and coming to America. That Venezuelan president was releasing prisoners to come into America during the Biden administration. So what I'm saying,
okay,
it's like,
I'm not
dispute
that.
But that's besides the problem. That's besides the problem. But still, though, are you saying that they were in a better situation with their president?
Kane, I'm not.
Are you saying that?
Look, I'm not saying that, because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. Okay.
No, I'm not talking about the future. I'm talking about right now, when they were Maduro.
Okay.
So you're saying that they were in a big situation and we just intervened for no reason, and we didn't have justification to intervene with what they had going down there in Venezuela. Are you saying that?
Right now, that's a tough question, but
why is that
to take him out? Yeah, it is a tough question, because we don't just go to other countries and take their president out of there.
Blah blah
we don't
blah.
do that
right now.
So if look, if somebody was a superpower, if somebody was a superpower and did not like Trump policy and were able and had the capability that we have and did what he did to us, to them, then we could say the same thing, and it'll be blah 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 blah, because they didn't like it. No, that's the truth.
But my question is, what he was doing down there was do you think that that would suffice for him continue to reign over Venezuela?
No, it was terrible, man.
Okay, all
100%.
right.
No, it was
Let's
terrible.
pause. Let's pause right there. Then you said it was
It was
terrible,
terrible. That's the truth. That's
and
the
we
truth.
had a way to convict him, or at least put him on charges
Mm-hmm.
on our end to help them
Listen to you.
out, right?
Oh,
So
I'm
we have
listening.
a way to help them out at the same time they did a crime on our end, and we want to take them to
Right.
trial, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so since that's happening, are we wrong for intervening, or we should just let them continue to fail because they failing over there?
Yeah.
Me and you both know that Venezuela is not doing well, and they haven't been doing well for years.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, people. That is true.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
right
yeah.
and wrong. We're right
All
and
right,
can
all
you
right,
be right and
all right.
wrong?
Well, right and wrong. What you mean? So
Can you
so
be
what you
right
think
and
should
wrong?
have happened? Are you saying that we should have just let that happen, let the boats roll, and
No.
well,
Keep
what are you
taking
saying,
every
bro?
keep taking every boat that comes up out of
So
there
just keep
like they
doing
were
that.
doing.
Don't touch
And
the
then
president.
the
The
people, no,
president
no,
is the president is the one that's co-signing this.
yes, yes,
Remember,
yes,
he's part
yes.
of the cartel. If there was just a cartel, the president just sit back and said, "Thank you for taking out those because they ain't part of me." Right?
Right, 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 right.
But
But
that's not the case. Though. He is a part of the cartel.
we
Since he's
did
a part
something.
of it,
Mhm.
then guaranteed he's pissed off at this. He's pissed off that you're blowing up our boats when he's part of it. Now, if he wasn't
Right.
part of it, he'd be like Trine Agua, whatever. He'd be like,
Hmm.
hey, I appreciate y'all knocking them out because we trying, but we can't get them all. But I appreciate it. Wouldn't he say that?
Yes, 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 yes. But and see, I don't want to just you got me doing your role is being an advocate, a devil's advocate in this, but just the way we did it, maybe empower. And this was a big decision, courageous decision, I will say, from my administration to do this. But to empower the people to revolt and then get on because we did this alone. We did this alone. Okay. If we empowered their people to revolt, and supplied them with different things. I know all of y'all were younger, maybe the country wars back in the day, Oliver North, and we done funded so many different things that was our interest, that was
But
America's interest,
you can't
and
say that.
then
This is a
other.
different president
I
from the
know it's a different
90s.
president. I know, I know, I know,
God,
I
this
know,
is
I know.
different.
Look,
Why are you bringing
you
up
might not
that?
like what. Look, because I'm
This
saying
dude
another
ain't been
way to
around
go
since the
about it.
90s.
Look. I didn't say that. I said it's
Okay.
other ways to do it. Okay, so we don't have this that we did this all by ourselves. Because did it have to happen? You might say yes. Did it have to happen right now? No, it did not have to happen.
So we need to
Some
take our
people
time.
will say that.
So,
Some
so
people
let
might
me.
say that. I would like to hear
I
what
gotta.
people have to say.
Yeah, people. Sandyville on TikTok said
Uh-huh.
Maduro is not the president. Maduro lost the last election and refused to step down.
That's corruption at its finest. I remember he changed the Christmas or whatever because yeah. He's horrible, right? Hey, we get him up out of there.
See,
You know,
see, he ain't even supposed to be there.
man, that's wild. That's wild, people.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Sanderville, man. Especially if that's correct information. I appreciate it. But still, though, man. I mean,
I just think
oh,
change
you
too.
what are you saying? Oh, it shouldn't happen now. When it should happen? Tuesday? I mean, when is it a good time? No, there's never a good time. So you're saying it should never happen,
No,
right?
it could have been another way. It would have took a little longer.
Like what? What did you plan on doing that's gonna be creeping
If
and
we
crawling,
trying to
taking for lunch?
look, hey, we free thinking right now, but to have somebody else come in with us, did we need them? No, we don't have to always stand alone, man. We don't have to always stand alone. Are we going to store it? Is this going to be a practice behavior for other regimes?
Oh Lord, here we
Is
go.
it? That's it. That's a
Here we
valid
go.
question.
That ain't no
That's a
valid
valid
question.
question. Well,
Just
you
because
might
we
not
did
think
a
it is.
mission, just because we did a
I
mission,
call it
you
a
think that's
mission. I mean,
the
anything can be a mission,
that's just
brother.
a mission? You don't think that's a
Okay.
mission? So you
Yeah,
think
it's a
that's
big
what
mission.
we
Yes,
always do?
it's a mission. All of our things that we do are missions. Yes.
All right, then. So did you think that? And when we invaded Iraq, do you think that is that what we're gonna do every time? Is that what you was thinking?
And it was a success. Everything that we done from Gaddafi was a success. Saddam did have the Middle East. It wasn't all. It
What
wasn't
do
a
you
terror
have?
bed. Okay,
I'm listening to
look,
what
brother.
what you say. What you
Okay,
say?
we just
I'm waiting.
ISIS wasn't around. He would kill anything that challenged him. Any other group that could be more brutal, from Saddam to then going to Afghanistan to the Taliban to ISIS, that was even worse than the Taliban. You know, we all do this under the guise of we want everybody to have democracy. That's a beautiful thing. I want peace around everywhere. Some of the big questions to ask is, how are we going to benefit from this right here? Is it really about the drugs that's being brought in, or is it more so about the oil? These are valid questions that people, and you say a conspiracy theories.
Does it
These are
matter?
valid people.
Tell me,
It
bro. Tell me.
does. No,
It
in a
matters
bigger
between
grain of thing.
oil or drugs. Does it matter which one? Does it matter?
Why are we really there, brother? We know what they say. If we're gonna put somebody
are you
in there
saying
favorable,
if it's all right? So this is my question. So
okay,
if what we're trying to do is oil,
uh-huh.
does it matter? And if what we're trying to do is stop trafficking drugs, does it matter?
Yes, I think they do.
Which
matter,
one
Kane.
matters? Which one matters?
Both matters. Both matters. If we're there to take a country's resources, I think that's a bad look. Okay,
That's not
that's a
what he
bad look.
said, though.
I know, Kane.
You
I know.
see, he did not say that. You putting words in his mouth, man.
But did I say that he said that, brother? Come on, man.
But that's what you keep saying. What's next? This is what I think is going to happen next. Why would you think that? And that's not what he said.
Okay.
Are you living in the future?
Kane, are we to go on every word that our government says? Everything. Is he all knowing? He's not God, brother. He's not. And our government, our judicial system is not that either, brother. Come on, man.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
They can tell us this. They have to say something, man. All I'm saying is we it's okay to question. And I did not like conspiracy theories or whatever. I'm sounding like a big one, brother. I just said, the only thing I said is I wanted to be fair. That's it. That's where we came at. This has happened. There's no taking
you always
back.
say that with anything that comes. I just want to be fair. So, hey, look,
Yes.
Patrick Stamps on TikTok said this was done to destabilize BRICS.
Hey, brother. Patrick Stamps.
Okay. That's what he said on TikTok. So I'm saying, like, you're thinking you always say I wanted to be fair. I just wanted to be
like
fair.
that?
Yeah, that's how you sound. That's how you sound every time.
Okay, roger that.
No matter
brother.
what it is, no matter what it is. Yeah, you always say that, and I'm like, you're just trying to find a way that is not fair, just so people can run along with that narrative.
No, I'm not, brother. Maybe I'm enlightened, brother. Maybe it's because I saw the monks walk through Montgomery. Okay. Shout out. We was talking about that earlier, people. But on a serious note, no, it's nothing wrong with me always wanting things to be fair for all. That's it. For it to be peace. Do I want peace? Yes. Am I tired of those people over there being treated and dying and the drugs being brought over here? Something has to be done. But I can tell you this, and other people might not agree or they might agree. We've been fighting this war on drugs since before we were babies, Kane. That stuff has been coming in, and it's getting worse and worse. What's up, brother?
Patrick said, Patrick Stamps, he said, this all started with Bush Sr.
Dang, he don't. Wow, Patrick, you're taking us back. That's a whole nother. And Pat, what do you really think about this? Do you think we should have did what we did to take the president? And is it going to be do you think he will receive fair treatment? We know he's garbage. Okay. The guy is garbage, but is it going to be fair? That's it.
Do you think he deserved fair, even though he was unfair to the citizens of Venezuela?
No. Yes, I do, because that's what we have to represent as the United States of America, brother. we do. I mean, even
I get the representing. I get that. I get the representing. But I'm just saying he deserves a fair trial because he has done horrible for Venezuela citizens. Yeah, that's why they leaving. That's why they want to come over here during the Biden administration. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like plenty of them.
One thing he did good, I would say, you know, everybody have bad. And in Venezuela, they have that large facility, that prison. They got half of MS-13 locked up over there.
I think that's El Salvador.
El Salvador.
Yeah, that's El Salvador.
It's El Salvador. I'm sorry, people. But yeah.
Patrick also says yes, and it's not about being fair. It's about straightening our U.S. dollar. That's what he said.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I see your point on that. I see your point on that. But we all got to stay tuned on this, because I wonder how this will divide. Will this unite the people that's over there? I'm talking about, and then the people that's here, you know, because I can
so what do you think the locals there feel about their president being taken or extradited to U.S.? What do you think about that? How do you think that they're cheering? It's like, thank you, get him out of here, or they're saying, we want him back. Why you take him? I need proof of life. That type of stuff.
Yeah, I know that came from the government, but some people will be praising that he was taken and he's going to face a trial, and some people are mad that y'all had the audacity to come over here in our house.
Which way is it leaning? Eventually, which way is it leaning? You said it could be more.
Yeah, because you know, like this country feels about our president right now. I think it's half and half. Half the country loves him. Half the country loves him, and half the country detest him. They detest him, you know. But I will say this, and people, and let me know how you feel. I say, if by the end of this year, because we all know he's only been in there 1 year, if by the end of this year our country is doing better financially, interest rates have went down, you know, more than a half of a point or a third, then people attitudes will change. They will have a little bit more money in their pocket, and it doesn't happen overnight. So I don't regret my vote. No, I don't. No, he makes tough decisions, but I don't agree with everything.
Patrick says Venezuela is cheering in the streets and praising Trump.
Okay, well, that'll be a great thing, you know.
Well, then are you still on this little kick of make sure he has a fair trial, even though the citizens are happy and praising Trump? Let's say that what Patrick's saying is true. We're gonna take it as face value. Let's say that he's seen something and he's seen them, you know, having a parade and enjoying this. So do you think that, you know, this same situation for what? So what are you thinking then?
Oh, Kate, I believe in Patrick. I'll tell you, I still believe that he deserves to have a fair trial, because first and foremost, he's on our soil. This is the country that, regardless if you believe it or not, that so many people try to come to, that you're supposed to be guaranteed the right of you're innocent until proven guilty. Okay, we're not like other countries who won't give you a trial and execute you there. We're not like that. So yes, it has to be by the book and it has to be fair. Yes, a
And
hundred
it's
percent.
gonna be,
He
but
deserves
you
that.
you don't think it you don't think this gonna happen. I get it. Patrick
Okay.
says some people will never be satisfied with Trump,
Oh
and
yeah,
I
a
know
hundred
that.
percent.
I know that. No matter what he does, they're gonna find some fault in it,
But
right?
I will
They're gonna
say this,
find some.
Patrick. I will say this, Patrick and Kane.
Mhm.
You got to have your own mind too. You can't. I'm not saying I agree with everything Trump does. By no
We're
means.
not we're not
No, I
saying that.
don't.
No one is
Okay,
saying
but
that.
I'm just saying because some people will just cheer him and follow him. You know, until the ends. He doesn't make the right decisions all the time. No president has ever done that. No
Yeah,
individual has ever done that. So
yeah.
no, yeah, that's all.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
Like I said, let us know in the comments, man, what y'all think about this on YouTube,
Yeah.
on TikTok, on
Got
Instagram,
a little
man. We all
passionate.
over.
Can't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
cutting up people. Can't, but
I'll
that's my
be.
dog. We was getting a little bit, but that's my dog. Straight up 100%, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's all
but
good
no-
to be able to talk about it.
oh yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
definitely.
hey, I got a question for you. Was it
What's up?
Patrick? What country's
Oh, Pat,
next?
what
What
country's next?
country's next?
Oh
Huh?
my god. Oh, he
Yes.
said he did leave a message here. Let's say on TikTok, Patrick says people are forgetting that the president was self-proclaimed and is one of the big boss in drug game. And I said
That's
that
wild.
earlier.
I forgot the
I
name.
said
I didn't write it
I,
down.
I
Yeah.
yeah, Trinidad de Agua or something like that. But
Yeah.
that little gang and their drug trafficking and cartels and things of that nature, you can't have a president that's
Mm-mm,
coinciding and being on the same
mm-mm.
side as a cartel or
No,
drug gang.
no, you
Because
can't.
then now and by intervening with him and not letting those boats hit shore over and even those tankers because even though they were tankers you
Yeah.
still can hide some stuff on those tankers.
Ooh, they're huge. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
so that's why they was intervening and doing
And,
that. Definitely you have
and
to.
we didn't talk about the footprint of other
What?
countries that's not
What?
great in association with us that have footprints there. This is gonna mean a lot.
Mhm.
Russia being one, Iran being one that have footprints over there in Venezuela. So this is gonna be very interesting. This is very impactful and very important to see how this
Is
plays
it?
out. And I
Yeah.
would not,
It's
if I was Mark Rubio, if he's going over there, don't take your family. Don't any U.S. diplomat that's going, don't take your family. Don't take them. You can't because
I
who
think
can be
I think that'd be
trusted over
fun.
there?
Yeah, I think
No,
that'd be
no,
fun.
no, don't do it. I'm not listening to Kane this time.
Yeah,
Listen to Mitch.
I think that'd be fine. I
No,
think they're
don't
gonna
do it.
have security is gonna be on
You,
lock and I think it'll be fine.
Kane,
Yeah, definitely.
Benghazi, brother. No, don't do it.
I'm just
Okay.
saying. I
Yeah,
think that
you
that'd
go
be
over
fine.
there alone. You signed up for the job. Don't bring your family in harm's way. We'll pray for you while you're there. That's all I'll say. And that's being real. It's the uncomfortable truth. Y'all know it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see.
no.
We'll see what happens.
Mhm.
I just say, I definitely don't want that those drugs, even if it stops some of the drugs to come because we've been getting drugs from South America for a very long time.
Yes.
Just the
Can't imagine.
whole
We
continent. Like, yes, we've been getting drugs from them for a very long time. And if this slows it down just a little bit, I mean, it may not stop at all, but at least it slows it down a little bit. I think that'll be perfect for
Can
us.
you just put this in my mind when you were saying that right there. But if
Hmm.
we treat the war on drugs like we do the border and try to shut it down, man, this would be something else.
But
Maybe that's
that's
something else
what's
that
happening.
maybe something that's something else that we need to really, really focus on. This could be a start. I'll say that. This could be
Yeah,
a
yeah,
start.
yeah, yeah.
It cleaning up a lot of cities and things of that nature. And yeah, it would be great. It would be great.
Yeah.
So I mean, I mean, we'll see. As part two, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next week. And I go back to what Lika said. We just don't need this right here. That somehow Venezuelan Venezuela president committed suicide. We don't need that. That's a bad look. You watch him. I don't care if it's 24 hours a day or whatever. No, he needs to stand trial. He's over here. He's our um we take ownership in his safety now. So no, we're not gonna have no Jeffrey Epstein. No, it ain't gonna be no the camera didn't work. No, we can't do that. We will look bad as a nation, and everybody will say, okay, he was assassinated, he was murdered. We
Yeah.
don't need that. No, sir.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
sir.
I get it, man.
Break that.
Patrick says it's gonna take us years to clean up the immigration thing. Do you believe that Epstein is unalived?
Some people say, and I've heard that too, and I don't want to get into this conspiracy thing. Pat, come on, Pat. You asking to come on. I do believe so. I do believe so,
Oh,
but
so you say
I'll say
you're saying that he
yeah, I
is
do.
gone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I do believe
yeah,
so, but I would say this.
yeah.
People complain about these Epstein files and everything was so important because they want to see Trump's name somewhere, and it could be mentioned because a lot of big time people they know each other. They may have together. Everybody, look, example. Everybody that went to a P Diddy party did not participate in the stuff that was going on. Everybody that didn't. So those people they know each other and know of each other, and I do believe that some of them know what's going on, but they don't participate in that stuff and don't want to be around it.
Mhm.
But if all of the files were released, as they say most of them were, you'll be surprised how many Democrats, Republicans, other people may be in that stuff. It's sick that a lot of grown men and I don't know women are into these things with teenagers. You know, it's horrendous. It's ridiculous. So whatever they release. Is it more? I believe so. I do believe.
The craziest thing about this release of those
Yes.
files, I know we kind of veered off a little bit, but
Yeah, we did. We did.
the craziest thing about releasing files is okay, now they're released. Now what? Everybody was talking about it, and it was a big thing. Maybe Trump is
We
on
know
it.
why. Yeah,
We
yeah,
don't see more. We want to see more. Why are you redacting
yeah.
this, redacting that? We want to see more. We seen a letter that he sent would had a figure of a woman and all of that. Like it's a bunch of stuff that they try to proclaim, but now that it's out, it's radio silence. It's radio silence. You don't hear anything about it anymore. Y'all got all this information, and what you gonna do with it? Nobody's
Yeah.
saying, "Man, how many pictures do we have with Bill Clinton? Look at this." Or nobody's saying that because that's not the motive right now. They want to find something on Trump, so they're trying to find an Epstein Trump slash, uh,
Right.
you know, young women, taking advantage of. That's what he wants to find. And since
Yeah.
they couldn't find it, now look at them. So it's time to move on to all right. Well, what about this
What
guy
else can
over
it
in
be?
Venezuela? Well, Venezuela is that's not fair. Just like what you were saying, is he going to get a fair trial? Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get a fair trial because you know how we are in America or whatever. It can happen. You're doing the
Kane.
same thing
Well, Kane, no.
that
Valid
most
question.
those yeah, but you're
Which I
doing the
think is
same
valid.
thing that most of these people are
No,
doing on these media outlets. You're doing the
no.
same exact thing. You
Well, I
disagree?
don't think so. I disagree. But that's fine. We can still disagree and, you know, have a cup of coffee. It don't matter. But yeah, yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, we know people I don't think unless Trump does something wow, you're not gonna impeach him. So uh he been surviving these things. Let's see if the country gets stable and starts going this trajectory elevating, as far as the economy and everything else. And then we'll see what people have to say. And Pat said, you're not going to please everybody.
Yeah.
Democrats, I will say this, and we're veering off the subject, we're getting on the political field, but they're right now still in trouble with, even with the people that said they don't like Trump and the Republican Party. Democrats, you have to step your game up. Most of all of the Democrats, they're 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 getting old, and they're retiring as they should. They've been in office for 35, 40 plus years, some of them possibly. And the new people have to, who's going to stand up? Who is going to stand up? Because right now the Republicans are setting their way. If things halfway are decent, then you might have the vice president. Now he's up and ready. If Democrats don't have anybody, and somebody have to distinguish themselves, it's going to take an Obama-like presence, because right now they're in shambles right now, arguing amongst each other. Some are more erratic than others. They can't even define who they are right now. The only thing people can say is they disagree or they hate the president. That's not my president. It is, ma'am. It is, sir. You're over here. Unpopular statement. But if you want to leave, bye. Bye. That's it. That's how I feel. If you want to leave,
I
stay,
get, I
because
get
it's
it, bro.
so bad.
I get
You're
it.
so oppressed for anybody and everybody. Bye.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead
Have
and
to
leave.
speak
Go
it up.
ahead. If you feel like it's better somewhere else, by all means, go ahead and
It's
do
the
what it
best
takes
country, man.
to be a
The best country.
citizen somewhere else. That's how I see
I
it,
love
man.
being an American. I love being an American.
I'm telling you, man.
Yes. Yeah.
Patrick says they don't have it. Any questionable pebble is going on, is going to be blown up because of Trump syndrome. And I agree with that. People will, they fall in this little category where they just, it doesn't matter what it is, they're gonna blow it all up, no matter what it is. It could be something small or whatever, and they be like, "Oh man, he's not fit. He's this. He's it's never gonna end." So he can't. So that's why he doesn't address it. He just kind of move forward. If he
But
addressed everything, it would be ridiculous. Yeah.
Kane and Patrick, since we the only ones communicating, people, where you at? Where you at? Do you think though we should be focused? I'm not talking about this issue, on the infrastructure and what's going on in the states right now. It's cities that's out of control. Well, he's trying to actually address some of those things with the troops that he's put in different places and everything like that, which has been a success, people, which has been a success. They said DC was looking pretty good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Even areas in Memphis was looking pretty good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How could you argue against that if the residents said, man, my kids have been outside playing and I'm on the porch? How can you argue against that mother, that father who says something like that?
Yeah. Look, Patrick said he from Chicago. Woo! We've been talking about that. Look, Patrick.
Got some good
if you've
food,
been,
but what's up, man? They say Chirac. I mean, what is that?
Man, dude, we've been talking about that. Man, if you check out some of the content that we got back for, what is it, Brandon Johnson, their little mayor there.
Man.
Oh man.
How do you feel, Pat, about the mayor, man? I mean,
your mayor. What do you feel about Brandon Johnson?
Man.
How do you feel about that? What are your thoughts? Is he doing the right thing? He has good intentions, or he going left field with some of his stuff?
Can we say everybody has good intentions until they in Chicago is interesting, Pat, because what you went from Lightfoot to him, right?
Well, look, he just said, it did go from Lightfoot to Brandon. He said the mayor and the governor is why I moved to Texas.
Woo! Hey, let's go. Are you in Houston, Brandon? You better not be in Houston. Cut it out now.
That's wild. That's why. Hey, get out of there. It's a mess. I'm telling
Man,
you.
but that's wow, you know.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's just But the congregation, family, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about this whole Maduro? He up in NY waiting on
Mm,
trial. May get a
yeah,
counsel. According to Mitch, he ain't gonna get a counsel. He's
just
not gonna
getting
have a
bread and
jury of his
water.
prayer. Yeah, according to Mitch. That's what he say. That's what he say.
Hey,
But what do y'all think
see,
about it? It just happened.
yeah,
Just happened.
yeah,
And we had to jump on
it's
here
still
and
fresh.
we will look, we will do this a lot more, man. I know
Yeah,
we do it sporadic and it'll be
hmm
like, oh man, they're doing a live. I've got this going on or whatever. And we do it from time to time, but we got to do it a little bit. It's 2026. We're doing something different. So we're going to
yeah.
do it a
We
little
want to
bit
grow, man. We want to
more. Yeah,
grow
yeah,
and grow.
guarantee.
Yeah.
Guarantee. I know Patrick, if you look at some of the channel on TikTok, it's just questions because we have
Yeah.
like different questions we ask the public and just to get their feedback and things of that nature if you ever go and look. But if you come over to the YouTube side,
Hmm.
we have long form content where we have discussions on different topics. If it's relationships, if it's social issues, if it's reaction to the police, we got all kind of stuff going on.
Yes.
It's just I think it's kind of interesting if you can definitely check us out both on YouTube for our long form something like this, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we like you too, Patrick. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
He said, I like you brothers, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate
Come on this journey. Hey, we trying to get
it.
more. You know, that's it.
Guarantee,
Hey,
guarantee. For sure, for
yeah.
sure. You
We
got
about to
something
shut it.
else for the people, man? Yeah, we can
Hey,
go ahead, close them.
people,
Close
look,
them.
we're about to go, but you know, let us know how we do. Let us know how
Mhm.
we can do better. Because we want to grow. We want to talk. We
Yeah.
love talking it out and discussing. Sometimes it look like I don't like Kane and Kane don't like me. But we're talking. We down for the discussion. We are down. And the truth,
Yeah.
again, is uncomfortable
Yeah.
when you lay it
Yeah.
down on the line. But hey, and then hopefully one day we're gonna say we coming to a city near you. Okay, Colorado 420, 420
Yeah,
day,
we'll
you
be there.
know,
We'll
have
be
great
there.
interviews and different things, you know.
Mhm.
Uh, and then I want to go into these inner cities, man. Find out some
Yeah, we got
things,
to.
you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I want to hear from the people. I'm good. I'm all about that, man. We want to see what's happening on your end, your perspective, and what should be done. That people, we'll put it out there. We'll record it and put it out there so people know what needs to be done in your community or whatever,
Yeah.
versus what the politicians may say. You know.
All
So,
right.
but that's
And
what's up, man. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you joining us, man. We was on here for a couple hours,
yeah.
I appreciate you joining us and
And
following us along. Everybody
came
on Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Mhm.
Kane, last but shout out to all the content creators, you know,
Mhm.
all big time people that have people following them,
Yeah.
MTR, good gracious, Anton. We have titles. Our subject matter is maybe outside the box at times or whatever. But
Mhm.
hey, people, we want to grow. Let us know how we
Yeah.
doing out here. You
Yeah.
know, that's it.
Yeah. Just a feedback. That's all we need. Appreciate everybody on Instagram, those individuals, man. I was kind of typing some things back and forth to them. Appreciate you guys
Yeah.
or whatever. Appreciate everybody on the Crimson Bros question channel. Appreciate the people that's on the Crimson Bros network channel. Appreciate the people that's on TikTok, man. You guys, y'all were in there,
Hmm.
man. We got a couple hearts and things, little gifts here and there, man. I appreciate it, man. A little bit really counts and it goes a long way. We really appreciate it. And we're gonna do this continuously, man. Let us know some topics, hit us up, and we'll definitely try to hit on those topics and even put them in some of those shorts and questions, man. That's what we try to do. Anything else, bro? Hands
Shout
up.
out to Bogota, Colombia.
For
Ow!
sure.
Let's go.
And that's the uncomfortable truth. Hey, baby. For sure.
Do something.